what's the biggest lie people believe about the life of a DJ and producer?
Ooh, I probably that when you sign to a label that is like bigger, that's it. You can just
That's a good one.
sit back.
Yeah,
Or when you sign to when you sign to a bookings agency, that's it. You're signed now. You can sit back.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back at the Artist Coaching Podcast for all the artists who are still here. And today, for everyone who's watching, they can see we have a special guest. She's been here before. Welcome back to the show, Merow.
Thank you for having me again. Let's go.
How long has it been? Like a couple of months, I guess.
I think a few months. I think it was also around the start of the year that we did another.
Oh, really? That long?
I think it's been a while, right? Before summer, probably.
I honestly didn't check, so I have to check. So we'll see.
Me either. It wasn't snowy as this. I'm pretty sure.
That's right.
Yeah, it's pretty insane. For everyone who's not from the Netherlands, we are dealing with, at least for the Netherlands, quite a lot of snow at the moment. We have like, what is it? 30 centimeters of snow?
Yeah, it's heavy. I went to Spain for the holidays, and I came back. There was like yay much snow for everybody who's listening. I'm now pointing out 30 centimeters. And on my driveway, I couldn't get off. On Monday, I had to bring away the kids, and I couldn't get my car off.
And you didn't buy a shelf or something like to get
No,
everything
I had
on.
a shovel, and I didn't have a snow plow yet. I do have now. It's golden. And
a snow plow?
Yeah, I don't know. Is it a snow plow? The thing that looks like a shovel, but is more big.
Okay.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Jopke.
Hello.
Welcome.
Jopke. You're not in the studio. What a surprise.
Holiday.
Hey, where were you Monday, Ralph? Where were you Monday?
Monday?
He was just explaining
I'm
he
not
couldn't leave
going to the
the
studio.
driving.
Yeah, but
Anyway.
hey, it's snowy. It looks beautiful, and you
It's winter
just have
wonderland.
to pace a little bit down. I actually like it.
Yeah, as you can
I
see,
love it.
Merow is also in her, I think, bedroom or what is it?
My bedroom studio, something like that.
Like the real bedroom studio that we all used to have.
Exactly.
You know, the bed is a big bass trap. It's actually one of the best ways to handle your acoustics in a room.
Yeah, true.
And you
That's
can sleep
perfect.
on it as well. How cool is that?
Wow.
And I also have a lot of clothing in the back, so it's also perfect.
Wow,
For the
that's
acoustics.
even better. Yeah, that's even better. Before we continue, let's say hi to everyone in the live chat right now. We have Adam Singh, Gerard Francis, Foster Gallardo, Ben Singh, Martin Stevenson, Melodramatic is back, Lion Harris, Bit3 Music, It's 24 Karat, Lucanos, John and Mr.
Busy,
Smith,
eh?
The Nuller, Israel Carter. It's busy. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back for the first show. Is this the first show of the new year? Yeah, last show was the last day of the year with Jopke. Yeah. So this is officially the first show of 2026. And what's a better way to kick it off
And
with
it's not
Merow?
It's not
Let's
Oscar
go.
in the list. I had to
Oscar?
ask. Oscar. Because he sent me a demo with artist coaching listener, and he's actually pretty good. We know we have a few. I mean, Josh Letitia is killing it. Melodramatic. He sent me some cool demos. But now also Oscar, who actually is not a listener then, but
He might listen, but he's not. He didn't comment in the live chat. So if he is listening right now, he has to comment in the live chat. Otherwise, you simply don't get a shout out. That's how it works.
yeah. So okay,
I don't make the rules.
Back to Merow. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I will
Merow.
shut up from now on.
No worries.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how close were you to throwing the laptop out of the window this week?
Ooh. Well, actually, I just got home from Asia shows, so I didn't really touch my laptop. I was mostly sleeping and stuff like that.
You never make music on tour?
I try, but yeah, whenever like you have these Asia runs, there's like no time. Only thing you do like when you arrive at the hotel is like sleep for a few hours, and then you do the show and you go to the next one. So
with Asia Run, you mean like a 2-week tour or something?
No, it's like a few days. Like I think it was 5 days, but it's like a lot of shows in these 5 days. So it's very intense.
Yeah.
With not much sleep. So most of the time I don't even like bring my laptop. I just go do the shows and then I get back.
Mm-hmm.
But actually,
do you trust that with when your USB crashes or something?
It depends.
That's my fear. If I didn't have my laptop, and I would be like, if now I always have backup USBs, but still, you want to maybe update or.
Yeah, that's true. And also, there's of course this new firmware update that has been causing a lot of trouble. So this time I brought my old MacBook with me, so for emergencies, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But no, I got home and then I slept for a few days, and after that started slowly making music again. But it's always hard in January. I don't know why. It's just
is it hard to make music again?
Yeah, I don't know. It just I'm always like, okay, new year. What are we gonna do this year?
Yeah.
And how are we gonna like do everything music-wise? And then I always need to start up my inspiration again or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. Maybe it's also the weather. I love, I love the sun. It always helps me being in a better mood. So, yeah, I'm not sure what's like the reason for it, but it's always like January.
I have it too. I just keep adding sleigh bells to every project. I can't help it.
Like ching, 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 ching. No, it's weird how that works, but especially like when I talk to clients as well, it seems like a lot of people have that with like this moment of the year, it's like a reset, like a mental reset. It really feels like the clock's going back to zero. And it's just a date, right? So it's not necessarily that the clock really goes to zero, but it's just a date. But somehow it works like a fresh reset, like a fresh start. And that's probably what you're encountering as well.
Yeah, probably. But it's always like, it's just like 2 weeks, and then I just keep trying. And then after a while, it will like start back up and work again. But I don't know, it's always a 2-week phase or something.
Yeah,
where I just need to find like what I want to do.
So you do make plans. You do have some sort of a master plan thing.
Not really like a crazy master plan, but like just trying, just keep trying every day. Yeah. See if it works out, and at one point something will click, and then you're gonna go all in with inspiration again. So yeah, just keep trying.
Okay.
With new ideas.
Actually just producing, and it's I always say it's like 95% of the time it's fighting frustration, because the times you succeed are actually so much less than the failure. It's failure all over the place, but you just keep on banging your head until you get it right. And I think a lot of people underestimate how hard that can be at times. Sometimes you're just like, man, I don't know what to do anymore.
Yeah,
but
then problem solving all day long.
Yeah. Then at the end of the day, when you actually made plans to go, then everything, all the puzzle pieces fall together, and you miss your appointment.
Yeah, exactly. Merow.
Yeah, like the moment it works out and you have something like an idea or whatever, then it's amazing. That's the best feeling for me, I think.
Yeah, if like everything just clicks, if it just everything just falls in place and the whole thing comes alive.
You can work
and
on
then sometimes the dream gets shattered when you send it out and somebody says, "Man, this is a piece of shit."
Yeah, it's over.
I also
very
have
fast.
Sometimes that I don't really know if something's good, and then you keep working on it and kind of thinking like, "Oh, this is maybe shit what I'm doing," and then sometimes it's still shit the next day. But sometimes actually like, oh, that was actually really good, and I have no idea how I did that. It's crazy how you have to sometimes also keep going while you don't really see where. So it's the struggle for every producer.
Yeah, it's really abstract, and I sometimes try to explain people who are not making music or in any other business like what it's like, because you invest so much time without any certainty at all. And but also what you said, Merow, for me the best feeling is when other artists are playing your tracks. That's for me the biggest compliment. I actually did a post on it yesterday on Instagram. Nine Nines are playing our Brighter Days edit a lot, and I just did a post about that. It's the biggest compliment to see such a track being played for a big crowd, and I think in the end, all the struggles, all the grinding, the frustration, and when you get to that point,
finally worth
that's
it.
the highest of peaks.
Especially if it gets to the radio shows of the artist. That's peak.
That's peak delivery.
Peak support.
Merow, like Nice Bridge, how does the energy of the club influences the decisions you make in your studio every day?
Ooh, it's very important to me. Also to get inspiration, but whenever I get to try a track, like on stage, that's always when I know if it works or not. Especially like Ralph said as well, for getting DJ support from other artists as well. It's good to know if a track works or if you need to change arrangement wise or mixing wise. So for me, it's very important. Like whenever I have an idea, even if it's not fully finished, I always try to make a master for it so I can play it live for a show. So I can, like after the show, I can continue working on it and know what to do.
That remains so hard. Like it's so hard to be in a cubicle all day long making a song, imagining how it would sound on a dance floor or on a festival or whatever it might be. But I think Ralph mentioned this a couple of episodes ago. In the end, the music you make is created to make people dance, right? It's not necessarily listening music; it's dancing music.
No.
And that's very hard to imagine if you're in that cubicle. Is that something you struggle with as well?
It depends on the track. With some tracks, I'm like, I don't know if this is gonna work out, or if it's too long, or maybe like not interesting enough. But of course, feedback from others also helps. But yeah, for me, the biggest thing is definitely like playing it live, or maybe even like when you're mixing at home. That's also when you can like really check if it works just by mixing it into another track or just putting it in a mix. You can already feel like, okay, imagine if I play this at the club, is it going to work out? Whenever I don't have shows, that's something I also like try to.
That's a good tip, by the way. I used to do that as well, and just in Ableton, like mix two tracks in each other and see if it kind of fitted or if it dipped, in energy, if it felt the same, or it's a good way to see if it fits the set.
Exactly. And also what kind of track it is. Like you can have like tracks that are good for just like mixing and stuff, or have like a big moment, or if just it's not interesting enough. It's very a good way to find out what kind of track it is.
Merow, do you work in Ableton as well?
I work in Logic.
Okay, that's good too. But Joe was mentioning Ableton. I'm like, come on, dude.
I didn't work in Ableton,
Studio, man.
I only made my my live mixes back then in Ableton. I did my live mixes, the pre-made live mixes in Ableton back then. That's
I use Ableton a lot for time stretching as well. Works very well.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah.
By the way, I see we have the first donation of the year. We have Melodramatic coming in with $100. Thank you, man.
Whoa, let's go.
Sick.
He's sending another beer money early in case I needed to step out. Great to see you all. Happy New Year's. Let's make 2026 a better year than 2025. 2025 was still pretty good. And even for Melodramatic.
I liked 2K25.
Yeah. How was the year for you, Merow? Did you had if you look back at it, was it a good year or?
Yeah, I feel like I always have this at the start of the year. I'm like a bit nervous. I don't know what I have to like expect from the upcoming year, booking wise, music wise. But looking back at it, I think I had some pretty cool highlights and did quite a lot of shows as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm happy with the music that I made as well. So overall it was pretty good year, I think.
And is the music a little bit more different than you're used to make, or are you evolving towards something or influenced by something?
Well, I've mostly been like experimenting, like with like grooves, but also making it more melodic. And at the start of 2025, I released a bit more melodic stuff. Then after that, a bit more groovy stuff. So I'm like just experimenting a lot with bass house in general, but also tech house, drum and bass as well.
Cool.
So I really learned a lot from like just trying that out, and also just trying that out in my sets as well, to make it more interesting. So I think that's something that really helped.
I'm kind of sensing a trend lately. I feel drum and bass is making a comeback to the more commercial stages.
For sure.
Well, like now you are thinking that. I'm thinking the exact opposite.
It's going even deeper in the trenches.
When the boomers come on the train, then it's just over.
It's gone. That's when it's gone. Yeah, I can imagine.
And it's gone.
I'm not sure everyone noticed, but I started the podcast with a new slogan.
I heard it, but I didn't get it. We're still making music.
Can you name it? Because I was. You guys were in a different time zone.
You weren't still here. You were
in a different time
late
zone
again. Yeah. No, the slogan is for the artists who are still here, as in the artists who keep going, like through all the stuff that gets thrown to you, like you keep going.
That's a good one.
Because I like that mindset thing, I think all our listeners can relate to that. Like, there's a shitload of stuff that comes on your path that will try to take you down, and you have to keep going. And you, Merow, did the same thing. You kept going. But was there a moment where you almost quit, where you felt like, fuck this shit, I'm out?
Oh, wow, now you're swearing as well. It's new you, Joey.
No, it's serious.
New year, new me.
I mean, it was like actually before signing to STEMPD. It was my last few weeks at the Herman Brood Academy. Was going to graduate, and I was going to go to a new school, but like I was like, okay, I have like 2 years at that new school, and honestly, I have no clue what else to do other than just keep trying. And that really got me worried. Like, okay, I'm gonna just keep trying again, but what if it doesn't work out? I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, I have no clue. And then
there was no plan.
No, not really a plan. Just like I saw that it was working a bit, but not that well. To actually get a career out of it yet. That really got me very worried. And that's why I was like, okay, let's go to this other school as well. So I at least have like 2 more years on this music school. That was kind of my excuse to be like, okay, I have 2 more years. But if that wouldn't happen, I would probably be like, okay, I have no clue now.
Oh, really?
A bit of panic. But then the last week of the Herman Brood Academy, STEMPD came over to do a demo drop. And then they showed some tracks and I really liked it. And from there we started talking. So that was kind of perfect timing for me, because I went from school into the label things, and then like more bookings, and then growing as an artist.
Yeah.
So I'm really grateful for that perfect timing. Otherwise I probably would have panicked and be like, I have no clue what I'm gonna do.
Well, actually, you should never panic. I always wanted to say to everybody, like, the worst thing that can happen to you is that you actually have to do an honest day of work.
Actually, you have to work.
Pretty
like
okay.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
And if that happens, well, so be it. So no need to panic in the house. But I get the feeling when we started out, and I always had this time frame in my head. And I also was a little bit worried if it wouldn't come out. So, but now I'm a little bit older.
Yeah, I think we can all. I think we can all relate to that. As in, it's like there's this moment where you're just not making enough money to live from it, and you feel that pressure of society in your back, like you have to start living on yourself and you need a salary and you need to make steps in life, especially when that school period is ending. And like the pressure is just building, right? And you're just sitting there.
And people actually, like salaries are pretty high nowadays.
Yeah.
Becoming a musician or touring artist whatsoever, financially, it's becoming less and less favorable. But it's passion, right? The money doesn't matter in the end.
Yeah, it's not like really a panic, but like you said, like, okay, now my school is over and I don't know anything else than going to school. Of course, I was doing like ghost productions and stuff like that as well, next to it.
I think it comes with ambition and eagerness. Like you want it so bad and you're working so hard for it. So thinking about the negative consequences, or things that can happen, and it's totally natural. But in the end, I always wanted to say, what's the worst that can happen? It's a pretty okay mindset. Like, okay,
you can always get a regular job. Yeah,
that's a little bit of a hack
for sure.
A carefree living.
Yeah. How long has that moment been, Merow, that you left school? A couple of years?
2 years now, I think. 2.5 years.
Okay. And in that 2.5 years, what's the biggest lie people believe about the life of a DJ and producer?
I probably that when you sign to a label that is like bigger, that's it. You can just sit back. Or when you sign to a bookings agency, that's it. You're signed now. You can sit back.
And if that's the lie, like how does it actually work?
You have to keep going. You have to push even harder because like, okay, I reached this point. I want to keep it. I want to stay there. I want to grow. Mm-hmm. So people expect stuff from you now as well because they're like, okay, we want more music, or when you're playing a set, when is the new music coming? We were curious to hear new stuff. So I feel like you just have to keep working harder to maintain what you already have and to keep growing as well. And once you have like a label or an agency, like you have this team together and like you do meetings together on how to grow, how to get better. So it's definitely more work that you have to put in, like to stay there at that point. And that's even something that I didn't know. I was also someone like, okay, I need to get signed to a label and then let's go. But once you like get to that point, you learn so much, like how it is like in reality. So I learned a lot from that.
Yeah, so that's also something you underestimated. You also thought like, okay, now I'm there, I'm signed to STMPD, I'm good to go.
Yeah, I mean, although I feel like I always want to keep going, like I want to set new goals and stuff. But for us, that's how it felt, like especially seeing like spinning with Garrix and stuff like that in the popular spinning era, like years ago, of course. We were all looking at that like, yeah, okay, so we need to sign to a label, let's go. But in reality, like that's not how it is like anymore, or I don't even know. It was never like that.
Yeah, maybe in the 70s or 80s, but I don't recall. I experienced the same exact thing even like 15 years ago, like signing with Spinnin was a big milestone and it did help. But it's not like you could lay down and do nothing, No. It's that's, as you said, that's in general the moment where you have to double down and go extra hard.
Exactly,
so, what do we have as clip of the week? Because I'm actually thinking about, we talked about this interview of Ilko van Koten, the head of Spinnin.
Yeah, but that's Dutch, so I couldn't share that.
With Martin Garrix. And he actually, he said, because we all know Martin.
That was a good one, by the way.
Yeah, but he's, like you describe, Merow, he's always been like this really eager guy, yet ambition even more than charismatics, and but then Ilko starts talking about Julian Jordan and he says, well, we had two guys, Martin and Julian, but Julian rather stayed in bed and handed in one track a month and said, this is it. And then but Martin, he was just all over the place asking for feedback continuously, going back and forth. And I think also, don't underestimate. You have to keep improving, or else what's the use?
Yeah,
and that's
I do
the
think
thing.
that Ilko comment was a bit petty. You can see he doesn't really like Julian anymore or something.
There is some grudge there.
Because you don't know.
Sounds pretty harsh.
I agree. Like Martin was that guy that was like, go, yeah, come to my studio, blah blah blah, and also at the label, like, we need to do this. But I think when it comes to Julian, what I recognize there is like it can also be a lot of insecurity, tour schedules, whatever, that just you're afraid to send stuff, or you're
also
afraid
ignorance,
to tell.
Right? You're too young.
I think you can be afraid to tell like a big label boss, like, this is what we're gonna do, and that's also part of Martin's talent, where he wasn't afraid. It didn't matter if you were Tiesto to him. He's like, this is what we're gonna do with our collab. And I think that with Julian, it could have been maybe insecurity, being young, just not having the idea what are we gonna do next. And I think then
definitely
Ilko commenting like that is very like showing it's a bit petty. Like, he didn't have to say it.
If you listen to the whole episode, you kind of feel like something happened there, you know, like it's not just that, like something happened and he's not telling about it, but I kind of feel like something happened there.
Oh, true. I don't know what happened there. It also was Ilko saying it, but it does illustrate a point. And the point of you're not there yet. It's so all just milestones, and every time you need to up your ante and go even harder.
Talking about the clip of the week, we do have a clip of the week. So let's dive into that right now. Do I have to? There we go.
Clip of the week.
Move.
Clip of the week. As always, we take a clip of the week which we discuss in this episode. You can send that into our Discord. The link is in the description somewhere. And this week we have a clip of Diplo.
To the audience, like, I don't trust radio labels, anything. It's really guerrilla marketing. You have to go and be crazy with your music and make sure it's heard. The establishment always has sort of like, is your guidelines. You're fighting with like the biggest perfect pop stars of all time. That we have to go another way. I've always been like, well, let's just do what we like, what we love, what gives us goosebumps. Let's get a fan base. Getting a deal, like trying to fight for like radio plays. Let's just give music to people. This is how you get an audience.
That's Diplo you heard right there. Merow. Is this relatable to you? Is that something you feel like, I feel the same thing? Or do you feel like this is something else?
Yeah, honestly, but I feel like that's also with like, because we make music that is not really streamable. I mean, it is streamable, but it's more used for like live or performances. I really want to make sure that I release stuff like that I like, and that doesn't just have to be like streamable. But yeah, of course, that is pretty hard because like labels, they also want to make sure that like it will get some streams. So it's a hard topic. I don't know. I try to balance it, but it's really
really
difficult.
Yourself as well, or is it only on labels?
Sorry?
Do you release tracks by yourself as well, or do you solely release on labels?
For now, we've released mostly on labels, but we want to like check for in the future if we can like release ourselves as well, especially with like building your own community fan base.
Yeah.
But mostly been with labels now.
And how important, because that's what he mentions as well, right? Like the community part, the fan base part of things. How much are you focused on that?
For me, I feel like the community is the most important. I feel like your fan base, but also it's super important to reach new people, of course, because that's how you're going to grow as an artist. So I feel like, especially with producing, it's good to find the right balance to see what works, but also stick to your sound. So you won't be like I don't know, betraying your sound in a kind of way. But that's why I love to experiment with different sounds and try to combine it to reach bigger audiences as well, and stick to your own one.
Yeah, but you still stick to your own sound, right? Like it's just a little side
it's like
track.
The base of everything.
Yeah, because that's the thing I'm the most fan of, as in if you're building an artist career, consistency is the most important thing. That's the one thing I understood way too late in my career. Maybe even after everything ended, I started getting it. But yeah, I think that's a smart thing to do, and community is definitely, at least, and especially right now, I think community is everything. The fan base behind you is everything, and I think that's what Diplo talks about as well. Is that like labels are not always necessarily useful anymore. Sometimes they are. Like there still are labels who do offer value and who do help you to get to the next level in your career. It's just getting less and less in general. And as an artist right now, the main goal is to build that brand and to build that fan base. I think that's the main goal. What are your thoughts, Jay and Ralph, on Mr. Diplo?
Yeah, it's like, I think what he means is like labels, managers maybe are always trying to tell you like, hey man, maybe you should try this, maybe you should try this. They're offering suggestions, which actually can be helpful. So I think it's like Diplo is a bit negative there. But what I think is you shouldn't really have to get so many suggestions. You should be exploring new grounds and trying stuff out yourself so that they don't even have the time to be like, hey, maybe try this. It's you that should be, as an artist, the one that's like, we're going to do this. This is what I'm doing. I'm going to see if it works. And like, I think that's the way you're going to really break new ground and
it's a very thin
new
line.
original stuff.
It's a very thin line, especially in the early days when you're a bit younger as an artist or unexperienced, because yes, you definitely need to protect that core of who you are as an artist and what you want to represent. But at the same time, like some of those big labels and people working in the industry do have good tips and tricks, right? So they do have experience. So it's a very gray area of what should you take as advice and actually interpret it or implement it, and what should you just...
I think it's like labels can be helpful for tips and tricks, little things they maybe know, some inside information. And if we look at Martin Garrix, that guy had a plan. He was like, this is what I want. This is what we're going to do. And the label was also kind of overwhelmed, like, wow, who's this kid? And that's something that I think inspires me still, maybe should inspire. And it's because of the podcast maybe of Ilko that I thought about the whole Garrix story again. It's like, it is so inspiring to see a 15-year-old kid go up to the biggest label in dance music and be like, this is what you guys are going to do, and we're going to take over the world. It's that's being an artist also, I think. But that sometimes is your talent. That's a whole how you are personally, how your talent can affect that. So that's kind of like everyone's different. So don't feel bad if you don't do that.
I must say, Jay, last week I talked to a client of mine actually, and he gave you a compliment. He gave you a compliment through me about your rebranding.
Okay, nice.
He was like, we were looking at your Instagram page, and he was like, holy shit, he changed in a great way. Like, it looks great. It's the necklace. It's the 2026. It's the year of the necklace.
You said it. I changed.
You changed. Yeah, exactly.
It's the necklace.
Take it. It's a compliment.
Yeah, it's nice. Thanks.
It looks
Check
nice.
out my new music, man. That's all I care about. Damn it. No.
Okay, let's go to the next one. Hey, quick break. If you're an artist who's serious about growing his career, but you feel stuck and you don't know what to do, you feel overwhelmed, that's exactly what we help you with at Artist Coaching. At Artist Coaching, we offer one-on-one personal coaching for DJs and music producers who want to turn their passion into a sustainable career. Whether you're struggling with finishing your music, building your brand, or just figuring out how to stand out, we've been there and we can help. If that sounds like you, head over to artistcoaching.nl and book your free intake call so we can check where you're at in your career and see if we can help you. All right, back to the episode.
Community questions.
Every week, we take on questions from the community, and you can send in those questions in our Discord community. The link is in the description as well. And we might take a few in the live chat as well. So if you're listening or watching right now, you can also drop them in that chat. But let's first go to the Discord questions. Actually, a few of them resonated with the topics we already talked about. Question from Martinez Music. We missed this last week. Speaking of doing what you like, last week a well-known producer gave me some feedback on a track and suggested changing a part of it. I honestly like it the way it is, but I'm not sure what to do. Of course, I respect his career, but I'm kind of stuck between doing what I like and doing what a well-known producer thinks. Merow, what's your advice?
First of all, it depends on what artist it is. Is it an artist in the same genre, a totally different genre?
Good point.
What type of feedback? Is it like very technical or like creative wise? Because I feel like when it's an artist in your genre and it's very technical, it's always good to like try and learn from that. But if it's a totally different genre and it's like creative wise, I don't know. You should always like do what you feel like is best for the track. And when it comes to feedback, I always like ask like maybe 2 or 3 people that I like that I know, or maybe like I'm sure that they resonate with my genre as well. And I just take whatever I need from that feedback to try and make the track better. But no, I don't think you always need to like use all the feedback that someone gives you. It's always like whatever you feel like works, I think.
Yeah, always
That's
protect that
important.
core, as we just talked about as well, right?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
that.
I also think this... Oh, sorry.
Yeah?
Go ahead.
No, you talk.
I think this also comes down to really knowing yourself. And it's really hard, especially in the beginning, because now, as soon as someone gives me feedback, I try to really think about, hey, like if Ralph gives me feedback on a song, or like, hey, that didn't sound good, or like, I'm like, it annoys me, and it's like, I want to keep it the way it is. But then I have to really think about, no, wait, it annoys me. Why does it annoy me? Maybe because he's right, and I knew that, and I know he's right, and so like feedback is funny because you have to kind of be really honest with yourself when you get feedback. And I think when you get feedback, or especially from someone you really respect as a producer, maybe try to change. I mean, it doesn't hurt. You can change it back, I think. But I think it's really funny with feedback. You also sometimes when you ask for feedback, even before they answer, you already know, like, no, I'm not gonna change anything. It's good the way it is. Or someone gives you feedback, you're like, no, you're wrong. But sometimes it's like, ooh, I don't want to change it, but I think he's right. And I think that's something to learn a lot about yourself, so that you can deal with that kind of feedback, I think.
Yeah. Ralph, as someone who's very good in giving feedback,
like,
what's your
totally
opinion
honest. I
Brutally
ended many
honest
careers. No. No, it's just another opinion. And yeah, you can do something with it or not. It's simple as that.
Okay. Next question is from C-Trace. I finally am at the point where I have some songs ready to release and debut my artist project with them. I've been pitching the first song I want out to smaller labels. Would you recommend that I pitch multiple songs at the same time? Or should I get one signed first and then start pitching the next one? My main concern is having too much time between releases while trying to get a track signed.
But just send them out all at once.
To the same label?
Yeah, let's go. Boom. Send them out to more labels even.
I kind of agree.
Pick one.
Yeah, so like create like a SoundCloud playlist or something privately, and
then you can track who listened and download it as well.
Yeah,
so
and then just send it out to multiple labels simultaneously.
To all the labels you like and all the artists you like, and see whatever comes from it.
And if you are afraid of having too much time in between releases, release something yourself. And then in the meantime, you can keep pitching the other songs. You should have enough songs anyways to be able to release and send demos, I think. So I think why not? And if then a label says, hey, we really like it, and this is the next what's that Mesto track, for example, that's blowing up, then they can still sign it and distribute it and get it on the radio, stuff like that. So it's not lost if it's released.
How much songs in general do you guys have as a buffer, as in like ready to go?
No, it doesn't work like that. Because the ones that are buffer now, you're going to scratch them anyway. I don't know. I saw a tweet or a post about somebody who had so much stuff. And then I immediately thought like, okay, it's nice. You have like 12 tracks ready to go. Don't wait. Don't sit on them. You're going to learn a lot of new tricks in now and 6 months. Half of them will sound outdated. You're going to throw them away anyway. So if you're really behind the music right now, just throw it online. Yeah. Use SoundCloud, Spotify, I don't care. And but yeah, you never have a buffer. You'd never have a buffer because the sound goes so quick.
Yeah, but sometimes it could be useful to have like 3 to maybe 5 songs to just not feel that pressure of, oh shit, I need to create something this month because otherwise I don't have a release next month.
I don't like it because the track I've made 6 months ago, I'm better now and I can do better.
But how quick do you release? Like if you create a song today, you'll release it next month?
Could be, yeah. Sometimes it depends on if it's a cover or not. And or a collab, but yeah, if it's up to me, it's ASAP. Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Merow?
Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of tracks ready, but sometimes the label doesn't want it, or you want to send it to another label, or you want to keep it. For me, want to keep it for a bit to like keep playing it and build that hype. Mm-hmm. For me, yeah, it takes a bit longer, I think. And also because I love really playing new tracks that nobody knows yet. And then people going to hype the track. They're going to be like, oh, what is the track that you've been playing for the last 2 or 3 months? Mm-hmm. When are you going to release it? I feel like that really helps for me to build the hype around the track. Mm-hmm. And but I do agree that, like, of course, every track that you make, you're going to learn more. And it's going to eventually sound like different than the track you made a few months ago, but if that track still works live in your sets, I don't think it's a bad thing to release it a bit later.
I totally agree, because we made blah 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 like 2 years ago and it still works. It still does its charm, and also the hyping really works. But what we didn't notice is that we sometimes set on tracks a little bit too long. Sometimes it's also favorable that when it's appearing on socials, in your own socials or in sets, and then through socials of others, that it's already available online, because people will search for it. But the momentum of a track, it will fade. It comes, and it fades, and you want to
and also
pinpoint that.
Like you said, Ralph, sound-wise. Also sound-wise, but I think the trick is like, you. It's nice to have a few tracks where like I could release these right now. Release your best one out of that. Release your very best music. Don't be afraid, like, oh no, but I need a big label. No, just release your best. I think that's always, because you're gonna make better music. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And to have that, like a few tracks to choose from is nice, but just make sure that you don't be like, oh, now I can sit back and I have 3 months of music, because then you're gonna run into the problem of like, it doesn't sound good anymore, or I don't like it. So you're never done. You always need to be like, you don't have any tracks ready. That's how you should always be making music. And I think that is something where that's difficult if you're just beginning. You're like, oh, but I have 6 releases lined up. Yeah, but 6 months from now, the whole world has changed. And like you said, your skill set. But just keep making music, just as much as you can, and release the best stuff. I think that,
Yeah, I'm kind of curious. Do you guys plan your releases like way like in advance, or is it mostly like 1 or 2 months, stuff like that?
We have a release on the 16th of January. That's it.
Yeah.
For me, end of January, the 30th, and the next one I'm deciding and making at the same time. So it's like I have one in mind that's like that could be the next one, but who knows what I make tomorrow morning, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like you always gotta be also in this with this music, and it goes so fast. So you literally don't know. You might tomorrow make your best song.
Mm-hmm.
So also be flexible with the releases, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Next question is from Gerard Francis. I quit my job. Okay. And I'm traveling around Southeast Asia and possibly Australia and New Zealand this year. I won't have the comfort of my home studio for making music for a while. What's your own on-the-go mobile setup for making music and working on my artist career?
Headphones.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, Merow, you just said it in the beginning of this episode, like you don't always travel with the laptop, right? You don't always make music on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depends how long I'm gone as well. If it's like 2 days, then normally I bring my older laptop that I use for just record box. And if I really want to make music, like I have an old version of Logic on there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, most of the time when I'm like gone for a few days, I just focus on that. I focus on like social media stuff as well. But honestly, when I'm at home, I have my bedroom studio, but most of the time I just work on headphones.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes I go to the STEM studios to check on speakers, or I check it in the car. But I really love working on headphones. For me, it's just it's very easy, fast, and I really got used to working with headphones. So I guess it takes.
John and Mr. Smith in the chat. He's really like, buy in-ears. Do not use headphones.
Yeah, he's
in
all
ears.
in
Take it easy. Take it easy, man.
Calm down.
Yeah, calm down, man.
he's passionate about
selling those.
Yes, talking. Yeah.
Smart, man.
Now, do you ever make music on the road, Jay?
Yeah, I do. I work on my laptop, even on my laptop speakers, and I do use a lot of samples as well. So like the kicks, you can kind of hear or trust that it's good. I do always need like a studio to really work on my final mix, and yeah, that's just I'm used to that. But you can really create like 80% of a track, and then having like here like, oh, there's way too much high end in that. So I have to go to a studio. So if you're traveling, it might be difficult, but there is no excuse to not make music. And I always thought, also when I was touring, like, yeah, but not now because I don't have the right speakers. There's never an excuse. So that's like, just keep making. And you also get more and more used to your laptop speakers, to your AirPods, to your headphones, to your or in-ears. Sorry,
John and Mr. Smith have a
John
few in
and
the
Mr.
back
Smith,
of his
I'm
car.
so sorry. But yeah, I think, and maybe when you're traveling, reach out to the Discord. Maybe there's someone nearby you who has a studio or a pair of speakers. You can vibe out together, and there's always studios to rent,
you can always
or
rent
like you
a studio.
can ask someone to do you a favor.
I actually had a cool story last week of a client who moved to Mauritius lately, and he got in touch with someone from the community who lives there, 24 Carat. He lives there, and now they've linked up and made music. I think they already made music. I'm not sure, but it's pretty fun to see. Like Mauritius is very small, you know, like, and then people get to know each other through the community. It's fun. So you can always, anywhere in the world, you can always check, like, do I know someone here? Can I reach out to that person? And you can use the community as like the breaking of the ice. That can help. But the world is pretty small these days. You know, you know quite a. Oh, he's actually in the chat. 24 Carat. We are indeed talking. Oh, nice. Yeah.
That's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Hey, I had a community question. I belong to the community, right?
Sure.
Merow. When you're sending out, obviously you work with Stamped quite a lot. I think it's like a non-exclusive deal or something, but that doesn't matter. Do you ever get like feedback? Of course, they have an A&R, but does Martin also come into play from time to time?
I think he checked the tracks. Like, he's very busy, of course, but I think he's one of the people that have to like say yes to a release. I think.
Oh, that's cool.
As like one of the last people. I don't think I got any feedback so far. I think on the Told You So remix, I did send it over and got some feedback.
Okay.
But yeah, mostly work with the A&Rs, and he's like one of the people that has to confirm that it can be released.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering that because I never owned a label, and it's just have question marks there. Like, how would I do it? But
yeah,
I think so. And of course, Stamped's like really big now, so they do quite a lot of releases. And I was just wondering. Okay, that maybe was my community question.
Maybe it's also good to know for the audience, Merow, if you get signed to a label like Stamped, is like the next song that you're sending, is that like already nailed and it's going to be released, or is it always a question like, does it fit? Like,
yeah, of course. I send quite a lot of tracks as well, playlists and stuff, and I keep updating them. But I don't really like just have finished tracks. I also send ideas or just things that I just started, because I feel like when we do like an A&R session, they're always like, oh, just show us everything, like ideas from the start, stuff that you already finished. And they love the tracks that are not finished yet, because then they can really give some feedback as well and work on it together.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes I have a fully finished track and they're like, yes, let's go. And sometimes I send something and it needs a bit more feedback or a bit more work. So it really depends on the track.
Yeah, so it's not a sure thing. Like getting signed to such a label doesn't automatically mean everything will get released. This is also one of those beliefs people tend to have. You know, once I'm there, as you said, everything will be signed.
No, but the major thing, but they do listen. You know they listen. So
that's the most important thing. Yeah. It's great that like, okay, they don't like this one, they like this one. Gives me like that I know what to do, like what to finish for them. And sometimes, I mean, most of the times, like it's like 50-50. Like, oh, we like these ones, you can finish this, or we don't like these ones. And if I like one of those tracks, we send them out to other labels maybe, or we check if we can release it ourselves. Stuff like that. So it's never like we're gonna sign everything. It's never like that. No.
We have a question in the live chat from HeartSecu. I think that's how you pronounce it. HeartSecu. If you are signed to a bigger label, how much does it influence your creativity? Are you allowed to explore in different genres and maybe even release on different labels? Merow.
Yeah, I think that just got answered. Yes.
Yeah. Of course, it depends on the label. What with Stamped, we're very like, we just want to grow together. And if a track fits better on a different label, I think that's also fine, as long as we still like grow and it's like a brand.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay. Next question from the chat from Lukinos. How does it feel when you are young and in your 20s, you get attention by one of the biggest labels? From trying to achieve something step by step, you just get this big step. Yeah. So how does it feel to kind of get noticed by a big label in your 20s?
That's a good question. At first, it was very overwhelming. Like, whoa, what's going on? Of course, I'm a big fan of Martin Garrix as well.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, these bigger artists started following me, asking for music. For example, Seth started following me and like ask for like tracks and stuff. So that was very overwhelming for me at first. But yeah, it's like a dream come true if these big artists that you look up to like your music and ask to play it and stuff. So yeah, it's very giving goosebumps, but also really motivated me to keep making more and keep going. So it also gives a lot of energy for sure.
Yeah, I can imagine. One more question from my end, and then we'll go to the shilling minutes. Merow, number one piece of advice for the artists in our Discord who are currently struggling to stay motivated?
Ooh. Yeah, this is gonna sound very corny, but keep going. Just keep trying. Even if you don't feel like you're inspired, just try to at least like sit behind your laptop, even if it's just an hour a day. Try to work on something, or try to make a remix. Try to remake something, so that at least you do something to work on your music production, your music career.
Mm-hmm.
And next to that, also try to do like non-music related stuff that is fun, you know. Like for me, I go outside with my dog for a walk, or I go out with my family, have some time off of music next to that as well, which really helps me to like get more inspiration as well, and also to like rest that, I don't know, creativity a bit, so you can get back to it and try again. So yeah, that's honestly my advice that I could give. Just
can I do one more question?
Yeah,
Joey,
sure.
I'm looking at you. I don't know if you can see it, but you're up there. Well, I was actually wondering a little bit, like, you were talking about walking with your dog and doing something with the fam, and but I think we kind of missed the opportunity to get a little bit of knowledge. Who is Merow? Obviously, you're called Megan in real life, and you're in your 20s, I suppose. That's what I got from the tale. What's your age?
Yeah, 23.
23.
Oh,
well,
man. So young.
Even younger than me. And
Ralph is always twice as old. That's
no, and you have friends. And what do you do on what's the you're off for a weekend? What do you do? Or maybe do you have a boyfriend, a girlfriend? I don't know. Tell me a little bit about yourself. You're still living at home, I think.
Yeah, I still live at home. Single, but I always go out with friends. We just go to the city, whatever, go to the movies.
And do you party a little bit? Go to other people's shows or maybe concerts? I don't know, yeah?
Yeah, I love to go to concerts. Like last year, I tried to go like more.
Okay.
Just like any artist, just whatever I could find, I would go to see. I don't really like to go like to a bar or a club.
So
only when there's
no Dutch sing-alongs for you.
No.
Okay.
Only when there's like an artist playing that I like, you know. That's when I love to go out. But
do you attend like EDM festivals or?
Yeah, I try to. Yeah.
Okay.
Whenever there's something like nearby, or even when I do a show and I can get to the festival the day after or something, I always love to go and do that. Yeah. And I just love to, like, of course, love to travel and explore.
And any sports that you like or do, or?
Running outside.
Oh, yeah. That's a good
nice.
one.
Nice.
And just, walk around with my dog. That's something I also love to do.
Yeah, I saw someone in the comments mentioning, Merow, your dog is really cute. Did you adopt him recently?
I have him for 3 years now, I think. 3 or 4 years. He's a little poodle. It's very cute.
Poodle.
A little poodle.
Okay.
And by the way, on the cusp of ending this episode, we got another donation from the Nuller, another $100.
Holy shit.
What?
He said, learned a lot from the community and these podcasts in 2025, and once again now in 2026. Let's add apple pie to the beer.
Boom! Thank you very much.
I've never really had apple pie and beer together, but hey,
I've never had.
Let's see.
No, let's put them in a blender and let's go with it.
I've never had apple pie. You cut it in 4, and it's 25 euros a slice. But but thanks, man.
But thanks, man. I appreciate it. We appreciate it. Okay, shilling minute. Merow, do you have anything to shill? Something that's coming up? Something you want to give attention to?
Ooh. I don't know if you guys already talked about this, but like, do you have any predictions for this year, like music-wise, music industry-wise? What's going to go down this year?
We did talk about it a couple of times. I think it's something
actually,
that we tend to
don't know.
keep track on. I think what we've come down to is that there isn't necessarily one thing, right? It's a lot of things that are like super small niches that all simultaneously are big at the same time. And I think that will extend in 2026. Sorry. What about you, Ralph?
2K26. Yeah, let's go. I have no predictions whatsoever. I think I'm actually really hyped about Tiesto and what he's doing. His radio show, what's it called? Prismatic. Am I saying that right? I'm actually don't have a clue. But something like that. And I liked it quite a lot. And I'm always hyped about what Martin Garrix will do. Think it's amazing to see he's like hovering above all what's called dance, and the shows he does, it's amazing. So let's take a look at that. And and then bass checkers will continue to take over the world one step at a time.
I saw someone in the comments asking if you do covers. Do you do covers, Ralph?
I am Mr. Cover himself.
You are, Mr. You're the pit bull of dance.
Yeah, but we do like 50-50. It's 50% covers, 50. But like I talked about it a few weeks back, and we were not chasing trends. It's only shit we like. And I liked last year doing Simon Says, the cover. The one of Kendrick Lamar I liked a lot. Actually, that's like 1.5 years ago. Blah blah blah. Brighter Days, all that kind of stuff.
Do you think covers
Those
are still...
tracks I actually really like.
Do you think covers are going to be less powerful in the next year, or will they remain to be?
No, it remains. Okay. I actually see it. It will just. It's a given. You're not gonna change it.
It's a Trojan horse. Okay, Jay, anything to shill?
Nothing to shill. But predictions also. I just listen to Ralph, and then I know what's
what not to do.
So.
Yeah, like the boomer opinion, the other direction.
Yeah,
I'm actually wondering if I get home today because it's snowing like pretty bad here, and I have this ridiculous car in the snow with rear wheel drive. It's useless.
Fantastic.
So I might as well just stay here. And then my wife has to do the kids and all. Actually, a good deal.
Actually, a good plan, yeah.
Now that he's talking about it, it's like, ooh, this sounds good.
Just order some pizza and do like a night session. Why not?
No.
Yeah. Merow, thanks a lot for being a guest in our podcast again. We really appreciate you taking the time. And
when summer is done, we need to get you back because I actually think that's a good tradition, which we will continue in 2026 to have you over. Yeah. From time to time and to see how everything goes and all the new insights.
Yeah, let's do it for sure.
Yeah, good idea.
Thank you. Thanks to our listeners as well. Thanks for checking in. Thanks for the donations, Melodramatic and the Nuller. We appreciate it. We will be back next week with another podcast. Don't forget to share this episode with your friends, family, colleagues, dancing buddies, whatever you want to do. Don't forget to subscribe. And we will be back next week with the team. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.